All right, last one forever. Find the volume of the composite solid. So let's go ahead and dissect what this figure looks like first. We notice that this is a cylinder, and inscribed in the cylinder is like this empty sphere-ish. Sphere-ish, this is actually gonna be a hemisphere. This is like half of a sphere called a hemisphere. And it's like a cylinder, and then there's like a little dip in there. It kind of looks cool if you were to, like, I don't know, skateboard in it or something. So let's go ahead and find the volume of this, okay? So if we wanted to find the volume of this composite solid, what are we noticing here? The volume of this is going to be, well, we have a cylinder here. So we need the cylinder, well, the volume of a cylinder, and we're going to be subtracting it since we're taking away this entire area, or this volume over here. That is going to be the volume of a hemisphere. A hemisphere is just half of a sphere, okay? So since we already know what the volume of a sphere is, we're just going to take half of that. So that's all we need to find out. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out the volume of this cylinder first. To find the volume of a cylinder, do you remember the formula? It's going to be pi r squared times h. So the area of a circle times the height. Horrible. Oh, there. Whatever, you get what I mean. So the area of a circle multiplied by the height. Okay. All right, so let's substitute these values to find the volume here. So the volume here is pi times the radius, given to us, 2. 2 squared times the height. What is the height of the cylinder? It is also 2 here, times 2. All right, let's just simplify this now. Pi 2 squared, 4 times 2. So the volume of this cylinder is 8 pi. Perfect. So now let's go ahead and find the volume of this hemisphere. If I wanted to find out the volume of a sphere, first of all, the volume, let me put this for later. Cool. Blech, whatever. Okay. The volume of a sphere is going to be 4/3 times pi r cubed. And then once we find out what that volume is, we just cut it in half. So the volume is 4/3 times pi. What's our radius here? It is 2. 2 cubed. So the volume is 4/3 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 cubed is going to be 8. So 8. And then remember, since all of this is up top, let's go ahead and multiply this through. Multiply this out. So 4 times 8 is going to be 32. Right? Oh my gosh. This is just one of those moments where, like, I don't really remember. It is 32. Okay, it's always good to check. Okay. 32 pi over 3. 3 cannot go into 32. So we're just going to leave it as it is, okay? So now we have our cylinder, the volume of our cylinder, and the volume of our sphere. But we don't want the volume of a sphere. We want the volume of a hemisphere. If we wanted to do that, so now hemisphere, we're gonna take this volume, so 32, different color, 32 pi over 3, and we want to cut this in half. So we're going to multiply it by 1/2. Okay, cool. Easily enough. 32 pi over 6. Can 6 go into 32? I think so. 32 divided by 6? No, it cannot. But we can simplify this fraction though. 32 pi over 6 is the same thing as, what's half of 32? It's going to be 16 over 3 pi. Awesome. All right, now all that we have to do is get our volume of the cylinder minus the volume of our hemisphere. So this 16 over 3 pi is the volume of our hemisphere. So let's just subtract these. So 8 pi minus 16 thirds pi. We can combine these, but not yet actually, because if we want to subtract these values, we need to make sure that the denominators are the same. So let's go ahead and convert 8 pi over 1 into thirds. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to multiply by 3, both top and bottom, so that way we have common denominator. So 3 times 8 is 24 pi over 3 minus 16 pi over 3. Now we can subtract. 24 pi minus 16 pi is going to give us 8 pi. And don't forget about your denominator. So what is the volume of this composite solid in terms of pi? It is 8 pi over 3. But if we wanted to... Oops. But if we wanted to multiply this out, 8 pi over 3 is going to approximate to... Let me put it over here actually. Will approximate to 8.38 units. Here are cubic inches. So both of these values would be the correct answer here. All right, that's it. Bye.